So I really appreciate all of the music in this game. And I just really like the difference in this theme from the normal theme. Because it is genuinely a duet. And it's like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the quest.
All right.
I just think it's a really pretty song.
And I don't even have to... Oh, I can't leave until I tell them to
Oh,
stop.
you have to tell them to stop singing.
And
Otherwise, Popola can never leave.
Yeah, and the magical barrier preventing me from leaving is also
Oh, God!
There. No, it's fine.
That was pretty bad. Oh, didn't think she had it in her to drink all that lizard tail and mouse tail booze.
Sick.
Alright.
Hey, she didn't knock a wall down.
Yeah, it's true. In me playing Final Fantasy more, it has brought something to my mind, and I talked to that with my other friend about it. Like, I'm losing patience for T14 games.
For what games?
T4T games. And my mentality is like, okay, so we're in this game where you can say shit, fuck, you can talk about like awful shit, but you can't actually describe it or talk about it in any detail whatsoever. But it's important to the plot. So it's like, but I don't feel as urgently about whatever's happening. For example, I get the Corneo and that guy and the Chocobo taxi guy is like, oh yeah, man, she's dead. You're never gonna see her again. He does fucked up things. It's like, oh god, but he doesn't actually describe why or what. And so like, well, it's not gonna be that bad.
I can appreciate subtlety in writing. I can kind of see your point, but it's in a different part of the game for me. There's a side quest where you have to rescue, like one of the early side quests, you have to rescue Johnny.
Yeah.
Because the soldiers are... And you get in a sword fight with these soldiers.
And he knocks them out. I'm like, wait, what? How? Yeah. But you're doing the same things.
You slashed them with an 80-pound greatsword and knocked them out. It is a very... I could see their parachutes moment.
And it's like, and that I just finished killing monsters, 4 minutes ago before doing this quest. But the difference between like, oh no, you killed them, but you knocked them out, but it also brings us to the idea of like, wait, did Cloud kill the soldiers when he was going into the reactor or any of that? Are they dead or did he knock them out?
Who knows? But to the point where I don't really think you need to be super explicit about the fact that, like, Chocobo Sam is a sex trafficker.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true.
Because that's absolutely what's going on.
Exactly what's happening.
So, should I lower the other volume, or is the mic okay now?
Oh, you're talking to the chat.
Is this better?
I just find
it's just that we're a little bit far away from the mic. Let me just do that. That might be a little bit better. Is it?
What's wrong?
Boost your gain, bro.
No, is that better though? I moved mic's a bit closer to us, so we should be a little bit louder. I can bump the game if needed.
Technical difficulties. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah, boost the game audio.
Okay. I just feel that if we're gonna actually try to tackle these subject matter that is presented, I think we should actually attempt to tackle it and not dance around it. And
so you just got to Wall Market?
It's true, and I'm not sure how.
So there is definitely an escalation where it becomes more explicit, but it is never completely dealt with.
I'm not saying I need to go walk in on some crimes happening, but I need to see actual more ramifications of what happens. Because the simple fact that you don't actually see anyone dead in the first reactor explosion, it's just property damage. But then later you're like, oh yeah, man, a bunch of these kids' families died. It was like, if I saw that, I would have been way more.
Yeah,
like,
it would have been a different feeling.
Yeah.
How's that now?
Go ahead and like run around.
Well, okay, I was just the music would be a good enough indicator because it's quiet, so everything else would be louder than that, right?
Yes, but that's true. We're probably not peaking the game audio or anything.
No.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting that it was weirdly quiet.
Oh no.
No, that should be fine.
That old lady's coming from there.
Oh no.
This is the hardest thing to troubleshoot on the flies.
It really is, but that's fine. This will just get.
This is why we say thanks, Toxin.
Yeah, we do say thanks, Toxin, because the audio for the rest of it would be bad otherwise.
Yeah. Because like I could get closer to my mic too. I'm also just kind of quieter today because
you apparently were fine on the volume. Everything else was too quiet. So I bumped up the gain on the mic and I bumped up the game audio, which might screw up our Okami recording, but that's
we'll
okay.
see.
That's for future, Jay.
Yeah.
That's a future problem.
Sure is.
Anyway.
Anyway, all right.
That's FF7R for now.
Yeah, that's for now.
That's for now.
Like I better see some people crying in the streets when that plate falls. Is all I'm saying. Like I want to see some actual fucking horrible shit. Like I don't have to see berserk blood splatters or anything, but still.
I think the plate falling is rightfully the most impactful part of the game.
And good, as it should be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of this generation of remakes, Crystal Chronicle. I mean, Toxin, we're absolutely playing Crystal Chronicles. Whoever else is with us depends on other factors.
Oh, the boss is back.
Yeah, go fight the boss.
Let's see what happens.
Go kill the boss. Go get killed by the boss.
One of the two, right? The
Oh.
ladder. Oh, wait.
Okay. Oh.
Wait.
Try not to get hit. Let's just say that. Also, maybe use something other than that spell, because it's clearly doing nothing.
You might actually be able to use Dark Spear reliably here.
But I don't have it
What? Yeah, you did.
equipped.
Oh. Wait, can you pause right now?
Hold on.
Let's
wait.
see how much damage this does.
That did a fair amount.
That's okay.
Ooh, try slashing it.
I don't know if I want to get close, but okay.
You're right. You probably don't.
That's too far
That's
away.
too far. Maybe.
Oh, never
no,
mind.
you're good. You know what? This works.
This does work. I can handle this.
Man, it looks better than just the. Nah, you know what? No, it's fine.
Yeah, this is great.
God, I
You only got
forgot
the 1/5 that
you
time.
only have so much magic at the beginning.
Yep, it's great.
Yeah,
But you know what I do have? Enough magic.
true.
Also, Kanye died.
You know.
Yeah,
these things happen.
she will die occasionally. Especially when fighting big old super bosses.
Come
That
on.
I think will drop nothing of value.
Experience is something of value.
It was in
True.
my
Also,
way.
it'll get you it should, I think, drop a word guaranteed. But yeah, she's doing some damage to it when she's connecting. And then you're dealing good damage to it. So this is not a waste of time.
I always wondered in this game why the shades are full of blood. Because they're clearly weird shadow monsters.
Oh,
so you
okay.
can
Oh,
survive
that's
it.
not so bad.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah,
It's
in fact,
still not great.
The fight's.
Oh, it's still
That's
bad.
why it's not great. Heal.
No, he's dead.
Okay.
Souls.
Yeah, you got words. paralyzed word.
But MP recovery
Magic
rate is
girl.
also pretty good.
Yep. I mean, you can equip it in multiple places.
Can I? Don't I need multiple for that?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, once you have the word, you can equip it to anything that it
Oh.
matters for.
Oh, okay. Didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, okay, you have poison in your weapon, right?
At the moment, yes. That's kind of why I was saying attack him.
Right.
Get those best words.
Looks like I already had it.
Maybe?
I
Didn't
did
you have
already
the
have
4
it.
Oh, you had the 4% version.
Nope, I had 6%.
Interesting. Equip your best words. That wasn't the best word at all.
Asher is paralyzed, not Lugia. What?
Thing was on What happened when you put on your martial art?
Oh, I don't know. That is confusing. It looked like the tooltip might have been wrong.
Attack power plus 2%.
Yeah.
Poison.
So that was one of the issues with equipping best words. It'll just go for the bigger number over the thing you actually want, which is damage, not guard break. Anyway, you killed a big old shade.
Sure did.
You didn't die from it.
Sure didn't.
You probably should heal.
But
Actually,
yeah, it
don't
would have
hit
3-hit you.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Just go to the mailbox.
Yeah, boxes are also healing.
I believe so.
We're gonna find out.
They are save points. Save points in many games heal you. Another news though, Avatar: The Last Airbender, good show.
Yeah, I've heard that it was a good show.
Yeah,
I've
it was
heard-
good when I watched it. What, 10 years ago? It's still good now.
True.
I've heard faint whisperings that it might be
Didn't it?
above average
I
show.
heard news that it topped like the most popular show on Netflix. I'm like, no, what?
Because
No
it just
way.
got on Netflix.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
So,
what? You mean one of the strongest animated shows I think I've ever seen up to that point?
I
People
mean,
liked it? Oh man.
it's pretty alright. It's by no measure perfect.
No, of course not. Nothing's perfect.
I mean, that's incorrect, but okay.
Wait, what's perfect? What, in your opinion, what's perfect?
I would, so to me, like a 10 on 10 thing is mostly just something that is like the best it can be with what it aims for, not something that has no nitpick.
Okay, you know what?
So I would call Knives Out a perfect mystery movie.
You know what? All right, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think that's what I actually mean when I say that, but...
Yeah. It's a distinction between calling something a perfect thing versus the perfect thing. I don't think anything is the perfect thing. I don't think there's any work that's the definitive version that everything should aspire to be. But things can be perfect in their stated goals and execution.
Additional melon.
Yeah.
Watermelon. It'd be specific.
Melona. And yeah, I would call Knives Out a perfect mystery movie. I might call fucking She-Ra a perfect children's cartoon show.
I just watched Knives Out recently, so that's interesting you mentioned that. I really do like that movie.
It's real good.
It's very good.
It was I think the best movie that came out last year.
I mean, to be fair, I don't remember any other movies that came out last year, so I guess...
I can name
that.
3. I can name Knives Out, Ready or Not, and The Lighthouse.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Those
God,
are the 3 movies. Those are the 3 movies I liked a lot last year.
Hello.
God, I think I saw Weathering with You this year. I don't even remember.
Watermelon was not at sea.
I don't know. You might have to get... Oh, you might have watermelon seeds.
Yeah, you might have to grow that one.
Yeah. You might have the watermelon seeds from the Eyrie. Anyway, we can just move on to the Forest of Myth now.
Yeah.
Well, I can grow the watermelon, right?
So you can plant them, but
no.
No, don't.
It is changing system clock to grow it. It grows over real world time.
Alright.
North. This game's kind of jank.
That's not north.
That's north.
Anyway, yeah, to answer Toxin's earlier question, yeah, Avatar was not on American Netflix for a very long time.
That is weird. Why wouldn't it be?
It might have been like for a while and then rotated off.
Why?
It's all contract based, right? And distributor based. Like the Canadian net distributor for Avatar is probably not the same as the American distributor. Or they felt that for the Canadian market it was appropriate for Netflix, and for the American market they had a better deal. Stuff like that happens all the time. That's why VPNs are so popular nowadays.
God.
People have realized, I can just VPN, pretend to be Canada, and have Canadian Netflix.
Because
why? Does this work?
Yeah. If you thread the needle, you good.
You did it.
Hold on. Yeah.
Now go murder some shades in your sweet boar drifts. You figured it out. You figured out why the boar is so good. This is why the boar quest is one of the most important quests in the game. Because how else would you do some sweet boar drifts?
Yeah, but they're not really taking damage.
They don't take that much damage. It's just hilarious.
Right.
But they are pretty sweet, right?
Yeah. Listen, this has better drift controls than Sonic Unleashed.
Oh,
okay.
That's a shame to hear.
I've never played Sonic Unleashed.
I'm sure this is a better game than every Sonic game that's ever existed.
Incorrect.
And I don't like this game.
Sonic Mania.
So incredibly incorrect.
Sonic Mania.
You know what?
What?
We're gonna fix that.
Oh God.
We're going to play Sonic Colors on this channel.
Oh right.
Huh?
You know
Okay.
what?
You know what? I'm
first.
game. I'm game for playing Sonic.
Because
Colors.
if there's one Sonic game that I push, it's that one.
You do push that one. For good reason.
And it's one I've never played.
Such
Welcome to Force of Myth.
There's trouble on the way. I'm sure.
And it's short too, so we could probably.
That's what I love about
I did play Colors, but that wasn't
Such an
recorded. So guess what?
Such cheek.
We're gonna play it again,
I never played Colors.
and you could control it.
It's true.
We have the technology.
Point it at
Say
your
hi to the
computer.
mailbox.
My mailbox. Anyway, we have the technology. It was proven.
We have the technology.
I mean, we do.
Yeah, it's true.
Played the mainline series of Sonic.
That is, yeah.
There isn't a single good mainline Sonic game, so no. I would also argue there isn't a single good mainline Mega Man game. Basically, all the games from the past were actually bad. That's my hot take. FF7, kind of a bad game. It's also kind of a great game.
Games that didn't come out in the last month are bad.
Well, it's more, I feel, games that don't hold up mechanically.
No, that's fair.
Especially Mega Man. You know how you do Mega Man well? You make Shovel Knight.
Or
there you go.
Or Mega Man 0.
Mega Man 0 is okay.
I think here's the difference, and like while you might say that those are bad, would you say that they are not important?
They're very important.
Okay.
There are a lot of important things that are very bad. Okay, let's start reading.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-huh.
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 Yes. Anyway, we should probably read out loud.
Should we? What's going on here?
So you will take Echo because you are Papa Echo. I will take stage direction, and Richard will take Vice.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
All right.
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
I guess I'll take ancillary characters as well. Who are you?
I'm Echo. This is Vice. We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
Villager stared at Echo and Vice. If you could speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
How's that again?
The villager explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams.
Let's take a pause. Jay, what's wrong? You had your quizzical face when he uttered the word Death Dream. What's wrong?
I need to know more.
Okay.
Yeah. The village mayor had determined that Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here, he said. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Thanks for taking the he said.
Yeah.
Well, yes, said the mayor. I think you have.
Oh crap.
Said Echo.
So that means we've caught the death dream. See, I'm not gonna do it.
That's fine. 50-50 is okay. Before the mayor could confirm Echo's suspicions, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous! Preposterous! Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level! I don't even recall falling asleep. Can Weisky even sleep?
The mayor attempted to take Weiss's complaints in stride. That's just how the death dream works, he said, brushing aside the book's remarks.
My remarks shall not be brushed aside, fool! And it would behoove you to remember that this world allows me to view all its narration. Wait. Okay.
This is good.
Because he's a book.
This
Got
is
it. Uh-huh.
Yeah. The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Echo had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Oh.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream, said the mayor. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Alright, gonna get real rough.
Echo and Weiss racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider. Too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Rice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
And string it.
I bit my tongue there for a second.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gas bag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly. I'm sorry, Anne. I seem to be
How rude,
insulting
Richard.
you.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Echo like a contagion.
Wait.
Said Echo suddenly.
Did someone just say contagion?
Yes, I believe so. What of it?
Yeah, we don't know who that was.
I'm just gonna assume that's Weiss.
Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right?
The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. Well, he must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it?
I think it was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it?
A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly.
Cried Weiss suddenly. What got the first thing that popped into his head? The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few minutes of thought, Echo's face suddenly lit up.
I remember.
He said.
Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it.
At this, the mayor produced a thick sheet of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Echo. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across the lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people for whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back.
I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams.
He said.
But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it.
The mayor doesn't have very good priorities. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencils, snapping it off at the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. The mayor's voice took a note of steely determination, and I won't stop trying until it happens. Echo nodded in agreement.
Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Why are you... Wait. Look, if we can be of any help,
said Echo.
just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that.
Silence!
Cried Vice. The grimoire looked from Echo to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence.
Grimoire Vice's... wait, nope.
Yeah,
oh, no, that's right.
you.
Grimoire Vice's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes?
The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming.
The human imagination is a limitless machine, said Vice. And dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so.
Thank you, Thompson.
And at that moment, the mayor realized he's an idiot.
Yeah. With your permission, we shall search it out.
Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you.
Payment is not... I don't know who's talking. Payment is not
That's
required. Fine. We are
it's
as eager as you to be done with this place. No, that sounds like Vice. Never mind.
The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Echo and Vice. We're all counting on you. Echo slowly faded into the misty forest. The mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Echo's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of this place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. The moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself through on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on anything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Echo to pick up the pace and grumbling about the slow progress.
God damn it, Vice.
Flying books. They're bitches. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Echo snapped.
You know what, Vice?
He cried.
Go to hell. We're stopping. I need to rest for a few minutes before I throw up.
Echo leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back.
How can this stupid forest be so goddamn big?
He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled out of his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. As if infuriated by his lack of respect, every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared with the volume that rattled his teeth. Echo slapped the hands over his ears and screamed to be heard.
Vice! What the hell is going on?
Echo could see Vice's mouth moving, but might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insect screamed. The forest howled. And then, just as Echo's ears suddenly seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, Echo removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Chickalee. Chikorita. I guess Woobat? I'm now just naming Pokemon that would make these sounds.
Or Wooloo or Wooper.
Oh, Wooper. I like Wooper.
Yeah.
Let's go Wooper. This is just Sheik from The Legend of Zelda:
That's
Ocarina of
true.
Time.
Yes.
As the Insect Symphony dimmed another decibel, I guess it got quieter, Echo began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. The insect were just calling out. They were asking a question.
Oh, it's the music of puzzles.
Yes, this is a puzzle song. 1 with it suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it?
Oh yeah, it's a good old-fashioned riddle. Press next.
Anyway, what is it?
Oh! By my pages! Is this a riddle?
I think that was an Echo line, actually.
No, it wasn't.
No, that was not. Come on!
I guess so. This kind of thing happens a lot in dreams, right? Maybe it's the key to getting out of this place.
Then I leave it to you to answer.
1 with it suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? What is?
1 of it suffers, 2 of it is ideal, 3 is dangerous.
I remember the answer to these riddles.
Is it the third one?
It is. It is not. I don't even know what happens if you say that. I'm pretty sure it's not a game over.
I think it's a secret, no?
That would have been my guess.
Kimitsu. Correct. Answer is a secret. Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, Echo sighed and gave the only answer that made sense.
It's a secret. Right?
The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Echo like a rippling wave, opening a new path.
These forest anthropods are making a road for us.
Arthropods.
Arthropods.
Said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Echo moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. Also a porpoise.
Yes. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh?
Said Echo after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion.
Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads.
As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing Clear Forest Spring. Smiling, Echo picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water.
Good heavens,
said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank at the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. Those words were puzzle music. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I?
Absurdly easy.
Barked Vice.
Now answer it.
Echo grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion, who is a book and has no neck. He's right, after all. This one's pretty easy. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Yeah. Burbs?
Yeah.
Could be burbs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, bird. Burbs.
Yeah. Or it's a
Sounds like-
burb and a letter, and it's the intro cutscene to Skyward Sword, where the burb delivers mail by spitting it at your face.
That doesn't break any glass.
It's true. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees, reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon.
In all my years,
said Vice softly,
I have never seen such a sight. How can you see anything? You were trapped in a tower for who knows how long.
Also,
perhaps
how can you see anything? We're in a text adventure.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey.
Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place.
Hey, look.
Cried Echo, awakening Vice from his daze.
There's a house or something over there.
Or something.
Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees.
There's a building shaped something or other.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here?
But we're in a
This text
dream,
adventure.
so it has nonsense logic anyway.
Yeah. 1 second, please. Gotta stay hydrated. Echo walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist.
That's creepy.
Began Echo. Before he could get any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. Puzzles!
Oh, come on!
I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but I end at night with 3. What am I? Jackie Chan. Echo tried to ask the cloak man who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question.
Also, the puzzle music got stronger.
True, got lyrics now.
If we wish to engage this man in conversation,
Is that advice?
it seems we must answer his riddle.
This is a text adventure puzzle boss fight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it with the most popular fucking riddle?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Said Echo.
Well, at least it's an easy one.
Yeah. I'm not going to repeat it this time. Go ahead and click the button.
God, a demon.
Where it's actually just his legs
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
and legs.
Eyeballs and baby arms, the 2 body parts.
So many legs.
The mist dissolved from the cloak figure as he spoke a single word. Correct! With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity.
Me!
Wow.
It was me the whole time! Oh.
Fuck you!
You're the mayor!
You're the-
Cried Echo. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know, now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself.
That's you.
You saw... Wait, you saw what? I'm sorry, I don't understand the thing you just said.
It'll make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the man at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Echo watched, mist seeped from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence.
I told you we defeated the puzzle text
Yeah,
adventure
when
puzzle
Echo and
boss fight.
Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he got sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grabs Echo's and pumped it so fiercely he threatened to dislodge it from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air.
Oh my God. Gah! By the heavens! Stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not.
The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Echo withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile.
We broke the Death Dream's seal.
He said.
At least I think we did.
The mayor's face beamed as Echo filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Wait a second.
Yeah. That's crazy. Why would we... I'm pretty sure this is Vice, but why would we just lay down
Okay.
and go to sleep? This is one hell of a story. Nope, that's you.
Cease your aimless prattle and go to sleep, fool! Flying against the rules of this place is futility itself. Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Echo and the mayor obstinately reclined atop the grassy earth.
Or obediently.
Not wearing my glasses today.
It's
What can I
fine.
tell you?
Have you forgotten?
Continued Vice.
It is words that control the Death Dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue.
With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This was the first time, began the mayor, the first time I felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more.
Oh.
They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they woke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream, but not the text adventure.
Not yet.
Echo shook the mayor's shoulder gently.
Good news.
He said,
Everyone.
"Good news."
That's
"Oh, wow," said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did it! I'm back!" He blinked once, twice, as though not quite believing a sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means." The death dream had started to spread through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought we could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that was the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back down to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Echo and shrugged. Without a word, the fighter reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet, describing Papa Echo as a fighter.
I mean, look,
First
he is.
is a little strange.
I mean, look, the old man's obviously the cleric, and Vice is the rogue.
True. That is, he has no legs, he makes no noise, that is why he's so stealthy.
I was gonna say Bard.
Real life
We have a
may
bar
take
back
some
in town.
getting used to. A wry smile crossed the mayor's lips, also cropped it.
Yes.
You shall relearn in short order, I am sure.
Said Vice.
For now, you should return to your home and rest.
"No," said the mayor, swinging on unsteady feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the vine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently.
And then did the Konohana shuffle.
Yes. I'm happy you noticed that he is just all of the old people from Okami. I have one old
the
person.
voice. Yeah, the voice was immediate, but
Look, I'm no ProZD. This is a holy tree, he explained the prayer when the prayer was finished. It is the guardian of our village's history and memories. Oh, never mind. I was expecting that to be his line, so.
Superstition will only make our mission harder.
Muttered Vice.
We should not put our faith in the gods.
The mayor shook his head. Not the gods. The words! Legend says that our tree is home to powerful magic known as a sealed verse.
Isn't that convenient?
Yeah. Echo and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. Can anyone do a Donald voice? Instead of Goofy being the narrator, Donald would be much more intolerable.
I don't want to do it.
That's
I
fine.
say,
Muttered Vice.
this is certainly a stroke of luck. Don't try.
Yeah, how could this happen?
don't try.
Yeah, you know what? You could try. Go for it. Next time we get to it.
As the three of them said their goodbyes, Echo mentioned the strange man who had given them the riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with.
That's
Oh yeah, okay. I once saw a vision of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world? Are you high, son? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is gonna sound weird, but I had a feeling that I'd seen you before, too. Echo tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. Probably doesn't mean anything. Echo gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words! I wish I understood what the hell was going on here. That riddle would prove to be the most difficult of all.
Says God.
Oh, hey, look, it's the mayor. Yeah, great. Gotta live my normal life.
we're out of the text adventure.
Oh, we got it.
We're not reading it.